Dcryptofan. See that? Told y'all. Y'all tuned in last 2 days. Breaking news. You heard it here first. HBAR ETF came out. Reported to you last night. HBAR ETF came out today. Litecoin ETF came out today. Also Solana. Minings. Solano. What was it? They didn't do a ETF. They actually came out with wait 1 second here. Theirs was different. Their Solana ETF was different. Theirs was not a spot ETF. Theirs was a staking ETF. Yeah, so Solana's was different. Theirs was actually a staking ETF. You just tuned in to Dcryptofan. What's going on, Crypto Gang Gang? James Davidson's going on. Scooby-Doo, what's going on? Them ETFs came out today. Y'all saw HBAR ran up a little bit. I hope y'all saw HBAR run up. See what? Tell me, if we was trading, we would have made some money knowing that info was coming in, huh? If y'all said most coins was down, I think HBAR ran up as high as 20% today. Yeah, I think right now, let me see here. Yeah, it ran up real quick in the last 24 hours. I told you it was coming out. It came real quick. Still number 10, 18 is showing 13%, but I think it went up as high as 20% today, earlier today, when it just came out. But I knew it was going to run that serious because you know what I'm saying? You know that's going to it's just standing in place, is getting in place. What you guys understand, I know people want things to run right now. What they're doing, they're putting themselves in place for when things start moving. It's go time for them. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Julia, was good evening. What's going on? What's going on? So HBAR came out. Solana came out. And then also Litecoin came out. They ain't playing no games. They are not playing no games. And if you notice, two of those coins are ISO 2022. Hope you guys noticed that. And in Litecoin, so everybody aware, Litecoin, the only thing Litecoin was supposed to be Litecoin was supposed to be the Bitcoin killer. If y'all Litecoin's been out since 2011, but Litecoin was basically supposed to be a faster Bitcoin. That's what it was. Just so you're aware, that's what that is. Yeah, just so you guys are aware. But the real thing you got to pay attention to that. If you notice, they're going after ISO coins, Solana. You notice they went after Solana. You see they went after HBAR. You see they went after XRP. You guys pay attention. That's why everybody try to align themselves with ISO coins. You know what I mean? And everybody thinks this only could be one. You got to get that out your mind. There only could be one. That's ridiculous. Stop saying that. Like, you know, just because you ISO 2022, all you understand, that's messaging. That's high security messaging. That's all it is. So banks could speak the same language. Don't think they do the same thing. All right. So we see Litecoin is 2011. Okay, that's what, yeah, exactly. That's what you call a dinosaur coin. All right, it was there. It was there to replace Bitcoin. Yeah, just so you understand. Yeah, Litecoin 2011. All right, so you understand. Solana, they started Solana in 2017, 2011. All right, so you understand. Solana, they started Solana in 2017, but Solana 2020. When they hit the main net. So you don't understand. Litecoin is 2011. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Solana was just come out to be the Ethereum killer. So what you guys understand, we just tuned in. We're talking about HBAR, Solana, and Litecoin. They just hit ETFs. So basically they hit Wall Street. So now you can go ahead and you can get yourself an ETF. Okay. So you understand exactly what that is. All right. So let's get into this. I want to get into this ETFs. We talked about yesterday that these ETFs were going to come out, and they actually came out, and I actually got the tickers now because I didn't know what some of the tickers were going to be. But now I got the actual tickers and everything. All right. So let's get into just tune this Dcryptofan. Make sure you make sure you share, make sure you hit a like. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this. All right. And we're gonna break it down. And I'm gonna break it down after this. I'm gonna break down what each coin does, because I need y'all to understand what Solana does. I understand what Litecoin does. I need y'all to understand what HBAR does, and also I'm going to get into what XRP does, because these are ISO 2022 coins. But you guys, I want to make sure you guys understand there's differences. Okay, I want you to understand there's different these coins, because people be like, oh, they're only gonna be one. They're gonna be ISO. No, they're gonna be doing Solana. They're gonna be XRP. No, they're gonna be HBAR. They all do different things. They all do totally different things. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll explain exactly what they do, and I'm gonna explain to you in layman terms so you understand what it do. Okay, because the last thing I need y'all doing is getting all the stuff confusing. You got to know what you're investing in. If you my age, I'm 51. You need to learn your stuff, all right? Dcryptofan. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, all right? Let's get into this. So let's get into what happened today that we talked about yesterday, all right? Sorry, last spelling was off. James, sorry, the last spelling was off. Okay, all right, let's get into this. Ready? So now, understand this. Solana. I know y'all was, when I say Solana, it's Solana. Okay, I know people like, oh, it's not Solana. It's Solana. I know this is my accent. Okay, don't get over it. So check this out, right? So I'm gonna tell you about HBAR. I'm gonna tell you about Solana, and I'm gonna also tell you about what they do. But first of all, let's talk about why we're talking about the subject. So what happened is they had ETFs that came out. So Grayscale came out with Litecoin ETF and also came out with HBAR ETF. All right. So what ETF is, an exchange traded fund. So what that is, that basically Wall Street is coming in and they're buying crypto. They're buying crypto for their customers that don't want to worry about wallets, don't worry about buying off exchanges. They're saying, no, I'm gonna buy to this company, and this company's gonna handle that to me. So that's what that is. So what it is money from these ETFs. For example, Grayscale has $1.6 trillion. They're coming in to go buy ETFs for their customers, buying crypto for their customers. So the customers, what they're buying is HBAR for their customers, all right? And then they're also going to be buying Litecoin for their customers, all right? So that's basically what that does. So that brings money. So if they buy these HBAR and they buy Litecoin, the prices go up. So if you own HBAR, you will own Litecoin, your price is going to go up as they buy more and more. All right, so that's what we're talking about. We're talking about ETFs coming in. So that just went live today. So now you can go on E-Trade, you can go on Charles Schwab, you can go all these places, and now you can go ahead and purchase yourself coins. All right, that's what that is. All right, if you want to, you understand? Boom. All right, so let's go part two. So now they launched these tickers today. All right, so now you had the Bitwise came out with a Solana ETF that they're going to do staking. All right, so you understand that. They want to make sure you understand. It's Dcryptofan. Make sure you share, make sure you like. So the ticker on Bitwise Solana ETF. So what a ticker is, so you guys understand what a ticker is basically the abbreviation for Bitwise Solana stake. So basically it's a nickname. So all right, so you understand when they say ticker, it's a nickname. So instead of you writing, looking down, putting Bitwise Solana staking ETF, you're just gonna put BSOL. A lot easier, right? So that's what it is. Just think of it. When you hear ticker, it's a nickname. All right. And the same thing goes in cryptos, the same thing that goes in stocks. All right. So the ticker in the stock market, now remember, the ticker's going to be different than you have in crypto. That's going to be in the stock market. Two different tickers, two different nicknames. All right. So let's get that right there. So now we're talking about stock market ticker. So the stock market ticker for Bitwise Solana staking ETF is BSOL. So meaning if you want to go on the New York Stock Exchange, go in, you want to buy this, you will go into your search engine, put BSOL. That's where you would buy that. And after that, you could buy that. I think came out like $25. I'll go over the prices. The Canary Capital for HBAR, they came out with their ticker, which is the nickname, is going to be HBR. So if you want to go look on Yahoo Finance right now, or you want to go look on your Charles Schwab, you want to look on your E-Trade, you want to go look on your Fidelity, you go on search engine. If you want to look at it right now, go on yahoo.com. And you're going to put HBR. You're going to see Canary Capital HBAR. That's their ETF. So that means that if you yourself want to go buy the ETF, you could buy your share for $25 at ETF. Boom. Understand it? Make sure you hit a like. I hope I'm slowing this down so you can understand it. Now, Canary Capital comes out with another one for Litecoin. All right. This is the coin that's been out since 2011. Okay. That's what in crypto world we call a dinosaur coin. So now if you want to go buy Litecoin on the exchange, you put in the ticker once again, which is the nickname for Canary Capital's Litecoin. All right. So you're going to put in LTCC. That's the ticker. That's the nickname. Got me? Hope y'all following. All right. I know some of y'all is like, damn, we want to speed it up, but you got to remember, for some people, this is their first day, their first week just got in here. So I got to slow it down for them because we all had our first day. All right. So let's get in now. So now the BSOL. So if you were going to buy BSOL, they have what they say open. So that means that at 9:30, when the stock market opened, at $26.50. So I mean, right when it opened, you could went and bought it for $20.60. And you would have to go buy it under the nickname, which is the ticker for the Bitwise Solana staking ETF. You want to buy that. So let's say you want to buy it. You would go on your exchange, like not a crypto exchange. You're not getting this on Coinbase. You're not getting this on crypto.com. You have to go on a stock exchange, not a crypto exchange. This is stock market. This is Wall Street. All right. You remember Wall Street? That's Wall Street where Apple is at. Tesla is at, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Amazon, got to go there. I was messing with y'all, but for real though, that's where you got to go. All right, so you go there. So you can go to places like, just say for example, you can go to Robinhood. I know a lot of young people like Robinhood. You can go to Charles Schwab. You can go to Fidelity. You go to E-Trade, so on and so forth. These are called stock exchanges. Why they call it exchange, so you people understand why they call it crypto exchange and stock exchange. You exchange your cash money to crypto, or you exchange your money into stocks. It's an exchange. You're exchanging your money, and that's why you go on there. That's why they call it an exchange. Okay, I hope y'all follow me. Hit a like. If I'm saying some bars and you learn some bars, y'all better be hitting some likes. I know y'all learning some. If you're learning some, that's the time to be hitting some likes. You know what I'm saying? That's the time to be hitting them hundreds, make your head explode. Blah. But anyway, so now you go on the ticker. They went and opened up for BSOL. They opened up that day. So when you go on there, you want to see what it opened up. Meaning at 9:30 when it opened up, it opened at $2.60. Now you can go down on the ticker. It shows you the high of the day and the low of the day, meaning the high price of the day or the low price. So when it closed out today, it closed out at $2.55. So the first day it opened up at BSOL, it opened up at $26.50. Remember, that's the Bitwise Solana staking. Now let's go to HBAR. Now, if you want to go HBAR, Hedera, HBAR with the bar. Now remember, HBAR, all right, which is Hedera, okay? The ticker, once again, y'all, is the nickname. So if you want to look it up, you go in that search bar, you put HBR. That's HBAR right there. You make sure it says Canary. Make sure it says Canary Capital. Make sure it's very important. You make sure it says Canary Capital ETF. So when you see that ticker, you're gonna see it there. It opened up at $28. Okay, it's gonna show you the highs and the lows. Remember, when you see high, that's the high of the day, meaning the highest price it was for that day. The low price was the lowest it went for that day. Then you're gonna see where it says close, meaning it closed that day at $27. All right, I hope y'all learning. Y'all better hit like. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. We're gonna get past this, but there's people now. You're gonna look for Litecoin. You're going to put in the search engine again. Litecoin, the nickname, the ticker. The ticker is the nickname. LTCC. That's Litecoin. Opened up at $25. It closed at $24. So basically, tomorrow, if it opens up at $25, you could buy it for $25 for one share. So if you want one Litecoin, it costs you $25. You understand? You could buy it on stock market. Now, if you don't want to play with the stock market and you want to go try to say, nah, I want to control mines. I want yields. I want everything. I want to hold my own coin. You go buy it on crypto market. You understand? That's what we are. Dcryptofan. All right. Make sure you hit like, make sure you share. So let's get into this. So today the O came out. So the first time ever you have a HBAR ETF. You understand? This is the first time. This is history. And the SEC approved this. So you guys understand, a year and a half ago, this was not freaking happening. 2 years ago, you couldn't even think of this, fathom this. HBAR ETF at SEC are passing approvals. They were suing them people. They were shutting down crypto. Now they're letting them. They got ETFs with, listen, man, This was wild. They were not letting people. Just imagine, like, yo, they said, just imagine having a club, right? Just imagine having a club saying, guess what? We're not letting nobody drink from the age of 18 years old. And then every club in America, so guess what? Now we bringing it down to 15. Everybody could drink. That's what just happened, man. They opening the gates. Listen, man, they're going crazy over here. This is wild. They were shutting it down 2 years ago. And all of a sudden they flipped the switch. They got ETFs. And everybody's worrying about why the price is not moving. Why the price is not moving. You know why the prices are moving? Because they ain't ready yet. They ain't bought enough yet. They ain't did no commercials yet. When them commercials come out, oh, they're gonna pound. Let me tell you, you're gonna pound that thing. People are gonna be running for them ETFs. They're gonna pound it. You remember I told you every commercial you're gonna see. Wait till you see how much commercials gonna pump. You're gonna be like, what this? They're gonna pump crypto. You're gonna see all your favorite superstars, all your favorite athletes doing bank commercials. They ain't even gonna be talking about, they ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm doing commercials for HBAR. They're gonna be talking about, come invest with Bank of America, or come invest with BNBY, or even come invest with Ripple. This is our past performances. For the last years, we've been giving 18%. Don't worry about your bank that gives you 3-4%. Come with Ripple. We FDIC approved and our money's insured. Come over here. Some wild stuff like that. Wow. This is very wild stuff that's going on. Yeah, this is crazy. This is the play. This is a play that's getting played right before our eyes. Do not sleep on this. So I'm gonna explain what these things do. So you understand what these institutions are investing in. So you know what Solana does? Let me get into what Solana does. So you guys go on CoinMarketCap. Let's look at the price of Solana. I want to explain to you what Solana does so you know what you're investing in. Because people think there can only be one. I'm going to explain to you this. I'm going to explain to you it's like you're a fifth grader. You heard me? This is Dcryptofan. Make sure you share, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let me explain to you what Solana does. Let me explain to you what HBAR does. Let me explain to you what Litecoin does. Because you got to understand what this, and I'm going to explain what XRP does, because everybody thinks this only could be one. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do ADA, because I want to explain to you exactly what all these things done. Because people think it's ISO 2022 coins that there can only be one. Y'all got to stop that, man. Get that. That's ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous thing ever. So weird. Stop it. I hate when people come on here talking about XRP's dead. Stop. What are you talking about, bro? You're talking about two different systems, two different things. Stop it. Stop misleading the people. It's wild stuff. I don't even know why they even, stop it. But anyway, let's get into this, all right? So Solana. Understand what Solana does. So you got Ethereum, right? So Ethereum, what you do on Ethereum, just imagine this. So Ethereum is where you build dApps. dApps are decentralized applications. All right, so just imagine you have an infrastructure where you want to build a house on, you want to build apartment building on, you want to build a game shop. All right, you're gonna build it on top of Ethereum. All right, but Ethereum is very expensive. It kind of moves a little slow. So let's say your Wi-Fi coming in is moving a little slow. It's not as fast. You know what I'm saying? But everything's built on Ethereum. You build everything on Ethereum. You got your game shop on Ethereum. You got your freaking museum is on Ethereum, where you got all your beautiful pictures, like your NFTs. Just imagine have a museum full of all expensive freaking whatever you want to talk about, whatever your painting is or whatever your graffiti is. It's just got expensive stuff in there. That's your NFTs is on that Ethereum. You got buildings, okay? And then you got arcades that people go play video games on this Ethereum. This Ethereum is this block that everything's laid on top of. But the thing is that Wi-Fi there is kind of slow, but hey, this block there, the houses, the houses are big and everything like that, but it's not the modern furniture, but everything, but it does the job. All right. But now here comes Solana. Right? Solana now. Solana got the fly new houses. Solana is moving faster. Now your NFTs is the real color action. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, now you have your game room, this new quick digital action. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that it's so many people on there, sometimes it runs fast, but it'll shut down. You're like, God damn, man. Freaking blackout. It's a freaking blackout, dog. We got so much things running. Everything's fly over here, but things running over it now. While you having the blackout over there, they got the power. Blackout comes back on. The blackout ain't that long, but it kind of happens, that's Solana. You build your decentralized, you build your apps on Solana. You understand? You build your NFTs on Solana. You do your gaming on Solana. You build it on top of that. It's ISO 2022. You build on top of it. XRP, you move monies, two different things. Banking monies, you have banking institution, you move monies. You use that rail to move monies. You don't build apps on there. Now, I'm not talking about Flare. I'm not talking about Flare coming and be able to make XRP do it. I'm just talking about what it does, initially does. XRP moves monies. Solana, you build applications on. HBAR. HBAR does tokenization and does smart contracts. Tokenization, taking real world assets and just fractionization into tokens. So basically you have a house that's $500,000. HBAR is going to tokenize that and take them out. Let's say it's 500,000, they're going to turn to 500,000 tokens. So you don't have to buy the whole house. You could just buy 100,000 tokens. That's tokenization. Then you're going to use HBAR smart contracts to move the monies around. You know what I'm saying? No, sorry. When I say move the monies around, meaning take the tokenization, move it to XRP so you can move the money on there. And what you're going to do, you're going to build an application that does that either on Ethereum or Solana. You know what I'm trying to tell you? The app. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to need HBAR in the contracts to take the tokens, to take the real world assets, to take that house, right? Tokenize it, right? Take the smart contract that's smart enough to know, okay, this house is 500,000. We're going to move it. You now tokenize it. You take it on XRP. You move it on the rail for XRP to move the monies. But the problem is that, remember, you have to have an app that does that. So you're going to build an application that does that either on Ethereum or Solana. You get it? You understand? Do you understand why they can't be one? Do you get it now? Right? You get it? Bitcoin is basically a store of value. It's like gold. Litecoin is trying to be a faster Bitcoin with a proof of stake. That's why Bitcoin takes so long to move, because of proof of stake. They try to do Litecoin to come and replace that. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Now you need Chainlink. You look at it like Chainlink. Chainlink takes information from real world information and takes that data, like takes this information here. They just say, oh, okay, my AC's on, it's feeling cold. The blockchain don't know that. Chainlink's gonna take that data and put it on the blockchain until it's cold out there. You know what I'm saying? The house just got devalued because there was a hurricane damage all around the block, right? So now that house that was $600,000 ain't worth nothing because the whole neighborhood got destroyed, and that's the only house standing. Well, guess what? Who's gonna give it that real-time data in real time? Chainlink. Chainlink takes that real data like, oh shit, things are messed up in real time, and gives it to the blockchain in real time. You know what I'm saying? So all they do different things. I just want to break that down to y'all so you understand what everything does, what XRP does, what people keep saying is one. They're ISO 2022 because they want to take all that messaging that they're doing, not Chainlink, but I'm talking about like HBAR, XRP. They want to take that because guess what? They're doing tokenization. They're taking real estate. You need to move that monies, and banks need to have that monies. If you want to take that money from when you sell that house and that tokenization, you need to move that money. You need to be able to move that money on XRP to move to the bank. Got it? Yeah, man. Did I make the puzzle? Yeah, I hope y'all understanding the puzzle here. This is a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? They make you feel that there can only be one. No, man. This is they're all different. This is blockchain. All the blockchain to do is giving the digital information and putting that information on that blockchain that nobody can steal, nobody can recopy. All they do in that blockchain is taking all that information that I just told you about and storing it there in a digital imprint in real time. You got me? I'm gonna replay this on YouTube so I can listen to it again. But that boy that's smart, huh? That boy that's smart. They didn't teach you that in school. They didn't teach you that in school. Yeah, I wish somebody would have broke it down to me like that in 2019. Actually, I wish somebody would have broke that down to me in 2021, 2022, straight up. Yeah, they don't want to teach you that. They could, go buy this, go buy that, go buy this, go buy that, go buy this, go buy that. Why though, dog? Why should I buy it? Can somebody tell me why? They don't even know why to buy it. They don't know what the hell Solana does. They don't know what XRP does. They don't know what ADA does. They scream out all these tokens. They don't coin tokens, they don't coins, they don't even know what the hell it is. They don't know the difference between coin and token. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you just came in talking about, hello, what is XRP? I just been talking about what XRP was for the last 30, I'm just kidding, but really for the last 30 minutes. XRP, so you guys understand, right? Dcryptofan, XRP, once again, XRP takes money and moves it for banks, big institutions. So basically, you move billions of dollars and settle it in 3 to 5 seconds, where other institutions before the old banking system would take 3 to 4 days. Bomb. HBAR. HBAR is taking your house, tokenize it, meaning taking it in fractions. Basically saying, you're buying a whole house. The tokenize is fractionizing your house. So instead of saying you have to buy the house for 500,000, just imagine somebody saying, okay, we'll give you 500,000 tokens. Now imagine you can't buy a whole house, right? Cash. But you say, yo, I don't got 500,000, I got 50,000. They say, okay, we'll give you 55,000 tokens. Now you own percentage of that house, which would be 10% of that house. So if that house doubles, you're going to double your 50,000 tokens, turn to 100,000 tokens. You understand what I'm saying? So now everybody could be a part of real estate. Now you don't have to buy the whole house. Now you don't have to get with a group. And guess what? It's a digital imprint that shows, yeah, you own this. Blockchain, they can't change that. That's your deed. Blockchain, ding, 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 ding. Dcryptofan. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, man. I'm on fire, man. Dcryptofan. Let me see, but who lives in a house or only invests in properties? But who lives in a house? And that one lost me, man. But that one, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but yeah, gotta sell real estate for. Where can I sell real estate for BTC? I don't know about that. What you should do is be buying BTC, and then with your profits, go ahead and buy yourself some real estate. But yeah, I don't know about that one. But I don't. Interviewing with the Daredevil. I don't know that one, man. Where can I sell real estate for BTC? I don't know that one, but you're gonna have to really figure that one out. You said you own a fraction of a house. If you own a fraction, obviously you can live in it. No, man, what are you talking about? No, that's not what I mean. Here, let's say you have a company, all right? So you understand. Let's say you have a company, a real estate company, and they're saying to you, listen, we want to rent out this house for you, all right? So what's going to happen now when this technology comes on board, you're a real estate company. Let's say you're a rental company. You have a house that's $500,000. You say, listen, you don't have to. You want me to rent out the house? I'll sell you fractions of this house. I'll tokenize this house. So instead of you having to come up with a whole 500,000 or going to have to borrow money from the bank to put them up with 400,000 or 500,000, you say, listen, I got 500,000. All right, here's 10 tokens. Tokenization. You understand? Now do you get it? So it's not for somebody who's trying to buy a house that's going to keep the house. No, this is for somebody basically, if you're an investor, right? Let's say I'm an investor. I do a smart contract. I do a smart contract that says, listen, I got a house that's $500,000, right? And I put a smart contract with her HBAR. The smart contract is going to be a contract that you could see and I could see. And I say this one, I own this house for 500,000. I'm gonna hold 100,000 shares, and I'm gonna hold 100,000 tokens. The other 400,000 tokens are for sale, and whatever we rent this house will split up in that fraction on that contract. That's it. We all own this house. We all now are investors. You get me? That's what it is. So when you have these companies come out, just like you have an ETF, or this is what's coming. This is what's coming. Oh yeah, this is going to change the game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Exactly what that is. Yeah, let me see. You should be able to change what you're holding in a old. No, that's going to happen without you even doing. You don't have to worry about that. When you're talking about holding money in your 401k, you don't have to be worrying about that. You gotta understand, it's just like when you hear these people talking about treasuries, when you talk about treasuries, like XRP, G treasuries, the treasuries basically tell where the money is going to be invested. So you understand when you go to Fidelity, Fidelity is taking the metrics and putting the money where it's going up. You're just like people in their 401k, when they put in Fidelity, they don't know when you put an S&P 500, you don't know where it's going to. They're putting in the top 500. If XRP goes in there, XRP is number 3, a higher percentage of your money that's going is going to be going to XRP. You understand? These coins, when they're talking about these ETFs, these 401ks are going to be investing in these ETFs. You won't even know it. Most people don't go every single day looking at what their 401k is investing in, unless you're investing in the actual one stock. You're not doing that. 401ks, you're not watching that like that. You're not. I'm saying unless you are a person that does that, but they're going to take your stuff and just buy an HBAR. The reason why Grayscale comes with this stuff and you see Bitwise, it's for those reasons. When you see T. Roy Price, did you watch my episode on with T. Roy Price? You know that's retirement. I've been with T. Roy Price with them for over 15 years in my 401k. Are you guys understand? They're coming in the crypto market. I think they're buying what? The HBAR? They're trying to come. Was the HBAR XDC? I got to look again. I think it was XDC or HBAR. Understand this. Your 401k is going to be in the near future, buying crypto ETFs. I'm not going to say it's going to be your whole 401k. I'm not saying. Even I'm talking about, even if it's 3%, who gives a damn? You know what? Like, just put the thing right here. Let's just say your 401k, right? Let's say your 401k says 10%, right? 10%. Just say 10% of your 401k, meaning like if you have $100,000 and they say, okay, we're going to invest $10,000 of it into crypto, right? So you understand the stock market has 128 trillion. 10% of that is let's just say 12.8 trillion, right? The crypto market right now is only 3.8 trillion. If you get 10% of what the stock market is, you're talking about 10% of that is 12 trillion. You're talking about 4 times. So what I just say, Bitcoin dominance doesn't go anywhere. You're 4 times what you have right now. And remember, the ETFs are not in all 10,000 crypto. There's only 35 assets that are getting that. Okay? Remember, just so you remember, 23 are going to Solana and Bitcoin. 20 going to XRP. 16 are going to Ethereum. Then you have 3 or 5 going to HBAR, Litecoin. I'm forgetting one. But if you go look at my episode, you'll see it. So that means these trillions of dollars are going to certain coins. Let me tell you something. When this thing goes, this thing's going to go crazy, man. The whole thing, we got to hold our coins. Make sure your crypto and your coins and your stuff is hidden, man. Cardano, love me some Cardano. Cardano's going to be part of that. Yeah. Cardano's on Bitwise ETF. Yeah. And Cardano is also on America's strategic reserve. That's ADA. Smart contracts. It's all about them smart contracts. Cardano has smart contracts. That's what they do. Okay? So you understand everything's going to be running on contracts. They're the go-to people. I understand HBAR is doing the contracts, but they're doing contracts for the tokenization. But do not sleep on what ADA does. All these coins do different things. That's Charles Hoskinson over there. So you understand, you know where Charles Hoskinson came from? You gonna know who Charles Hoskinson came from? Ethereum. Yeah. Do not sleep on this, man. Don't sleep on this. Okay? Do not sleep. That's where Charles Hoskinson come from. He was working with Ethereum before he opened up ADA, Cardano. Don't get me wrong. That's why you got to watch these boys. These boys move. Wow. That's why when you see David Schwartz and them boys move for the Evernorth, that they talking about coming out in 2026 with $1 billion, you got to keep your eye on these type of moves. Listen, That boy been over there for 10 years, 12 years with XRP. He's seen it all. Then you also got Chris Larson. He sold what, $120 million worth of XRP to go put in invest with them boys in Evernorth. And then I heard now you got your boy Brad Garlinghouse rocking with them too. What y'all doing, man? This is the crypto fan. Y'all better pay attention to this news, man. Follow the money. These are facts. Go look at my page. I do receipts. Nothing's opinionated here. It's all receipts. These are facts, man. This facts. I'm speaking straight facts. We got another 15 minutes. But thank you, Angel. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, man. Angela, sorry, appreciate that, man. Dcryptofan, man. Tammy Lynn sent me that news earlier. Tammy Lynn sent me a video. That got a drop on your heads, man. It's XRP. It's a little long, and it's kind of hard to decipher it. But I want you to watch it, and I'll decipher it later because I want you guys to understand. Yeah, Ripple. Yes, sorry. Let me do Ripple. And for you guys to understand, thank you, Tammy. There's a difference between Ripple and XRP, and I want to understand because people think it's one of the same thing. And I always like to give this analogy so people understand the analogy, the difference between XRP and Ripple. Just imagine this. Ripple is Apple. XRP is the iPhone. Voila, baby. Doesn't get easier than that. Ripple is Apple. XRP is the iPhone. Bomb. Got me? That's what it is. So when you see Ripple doing all this, Ripple doing all that, this is what it is. All right. So just imagine you hear Apple's doing this, Apple doing this. You understand? So that's what it is. So you think about it. Ripple is Apple, the company. XRP, iPhone, the product. Ripple owns the majority of XRP. Bam. Got me? You heard me? Dcryptofan. I just try to make it easy for y'all to understand because they try to make it so hard. I hate when people talk garbage and make it so hard. That's why I make it so. I hate when people talk. Listen. I'm not saying you need to learn the verbiage. You need to learn the dialect. I'm saying you'd have to. You got to understand these because you got to have a conversation and be able to have a conversation because you got to learn this verbiage. But at one point, you can't be talking about. You can't be saying what's the nickname again. You got to say ticker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what it is, but you can't be talking about what's the nickname, man. You know HBAR, the nickname of HBAR. No, you need to know. Need to know Hedera is HBAR, right? With a bar. And you need to know that the ticker on the stock market is HBR. You got to know this. It's all right for me to talk the analogies and stuff like that, and we break it down, but you got to talk the real talk. You can't stay in fifth grade forever, man. You can't stay in fifth grade. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind for the people that's learning for the first day, but you're not gonna stay in first day forever. There's levels to this, man, and we got to get there, and I got to get there with y'all. But I love explaining this part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? We got 10 more minutes, and I'm just making jokes, man. But I like to explain it. I like to explain like I'm explaining to a fifth grader, so we can get through it. And then guess what? Now, when I use the bigger words, you understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I hate that. I hate when people start trying to make it too freaking like they speaking like they're doing Chinese algebra, man. Because it's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Solana, just like this. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, so, well, difference with Solana. Well, Solana's going to be building D-apps, DeFi, and NFTs. So, Solana, we love Solana. Then you're going to HBAR. We're going to be the smart contracts. And then, obviously, we're going to be tokenization of real-world assets and WRDIs. And you see the TLVs, it's still 6,500 per second. And then off course, Litecoin. Litecoin, believe that. Now you're talking about proof of stake. We went from proof of stake to now proof of history in real time. And it's moving like TikTok. So imagine you're doing Litecoin. You're getting the information in real time like a TikTok, and look at Solana, and you're doing that type. Who gonna understand that? You understand any of that? You're like, what? That's why they would have you spinning. That's how they have me spinning. Yeah, now have you spinning like what? What? I ain't buying nothing. Tell me what to buy. Yeah, but saying, don't talk to me like that, bro. Listen, man. Where I come from, you want me to buy some? Tell me what it does. Okay. So when I tell you what Solana does, I'm not gonna tell you D apps. No, D apps. You don't know what D apps yet. That's decentralized applications. Okay, what decentralized applications meaning that it's not centralized, meaning it's not in the regular U.S. government where you go ahead and do an LLC and you do all that. That's centralized. Decentralized is we in the wild, wild west. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna build my application on its blockchain. You heard me? Bang! Decentralized applications. You build an app. You see how they build applications on the internet? They do that. They got to fill out all paperwork. You got to do this. Nah, this is a wild, wild west. You build your app on this. Now, if you want to make it go mainnet, then you go get the app audited, of course. You know what I'm saying? But this is what it is. So when they tell you decentralized, when you say D-app, you know, decentralized application or dApps and NFTs, NFTs are freaking pictures, man. They're pictures. They're pictures, digital pictures that they say at one time this digital picture is like a freaking like this is turned to NFT, and they're saying, guess what? This right here is gonna go in value like a freaking Michael Jordan card. Okay, that's NFT. Okay, don't make it so complicated. Don't let them fool you. Okay, slow down. It's not that serious. All right. They say, oh, DeFi, man, that's decentralized finance, man. That's a finance that's not just decentralized. That's finance that's not on your that you're gonna go to freaking the dealership to go get, or you're gonna go to get a loan at. No, man. No, it's decentralized finance. Don't let them fool you and make these big words. It's not that serious. It's never that serious. They say those big words to keep you out of it. This is the next gold. Don't let them fool you. It's easy. All right. This when I say fifth grader, you know why I say talk to a fifth grader? Because honestly, I could teach a fifth grader this. I can. I know I can. I know I could teach a fifth grader this and a fourth grader this. You give me 6, 7 months or a year with a fifth grader, I guarantee you that fifth grader will come out in sixth grade talking some wild stuff. Tell you that much. They just don't pay enough. Can't afford me, tell you right now. But I'm trying to get to a place where they can. Let me get this rocking. They'll be able to, them commercials will pay me enough to do it. Take that much. All right. Let them fool you. They ain't gonna fool me. But anyway, let's get back to it. So reason why they say ETFs, remember, that's exchange traded funds. Okay? That's all it is, man. Don't let them fool you. That's all it is. And this is, you understand, them exchange traded funds, this is so you're saying. Listen, man. Just let me explain to this. All it does, an ETF, all it does is give exposure, all right, to Wall Street to come in and buy crypto and don't have to manage it and have their money insured. This is what ETF is. All ETF is, don't worry about being an exchange traded fund. All it is letting Wall Street get exposure to crypto without having to manage it. They don't have to look it up. They don't have to go do like us, study what HBAR is. They don't have to know what Solana does. They don't have to know what freaking XRP does. They don't have to worry about smart contracts. They don't have to worry about Web3. They don't have to layer 1, layer 2. Nah. Listen, man, I'm an old dude. I don't have no time for that. Here's a hundo. Go do what it do. That's what it is. That's what ETFs are. That's all it is. So just imagine a cat that doesn't know nothing about it, but all he hears is about crypto, Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? I don't know. But I hear that people are getting rich. I heard people turn $1 to $1 million. I heard somebody bought SHIB, and they bought some SHIB and they made trillions. I heard somebody they hearing all kind of wild stories, but all they hear is that, guess what? This person got hacked. That person got hacked. They said, I don't want none of that. They said, what, you took out the hack? Oh, there ain't no hacking? Wait, y'all ain't, wait a second. I ain't got to study. Hey, check that. They're going to do this. Hey, Jim. What's up, Jim? How's my portfolio looking over there, Jim? It's looking all right? Well, check this out. You know that Bitcoin? Don't worry about it, Paul. We just got the ETF on there. We already allocated 10% of your money over there. Well, you know what, man? John has been doing real good on there. You think you allocate a little bit more? Slow down now. We put you in the Bitcoin, but we also got Ethereum, Solana called. You don't say nothing now, John. We got Solana coming out, and we got HBAR coming too. Shh, don't tell nobody. All right now. Listen, should I see another 200,000, 300? We doing good, because I heard them boys at BlackRock are killing it. I heard them guys at BlackRock are killing it. You know I don't like that guy over there. You know I don't like that guy, Larry Flink. But listen now, I will take my monies over there. Get me some of that freaking Bitcoin and Ethereum. What they call it? Ethereum? Vibranium? Give me some of that freaking vibranium. What they call it? Vibranium? No, it's Ethereum, sir. Whatever that Ethereum, get me some of that shit. I'm gonna go over there to BlackRock, man. Calm down, John. Calm down, John. We're already on it. We're already on it. We got it coming through. Don't worry about it. You don't have to do anything. No wallets, no hack. There's no hacks here, John. John, calm down. You've been with me for 20 years, John. John, I got you that vacation house. I know you did. Listen now. My grandkids are getting big, and everybody's talking about some freaking Bitcoin. Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that. Get me some freaking Bitcoin, man. Can't take it no more. Everywhere I go, Bitcoin. John, calm down. We already got you, John. Bye-bye. And that's how the shit happens. Exactly like that. I'm telling you. That's how the shit happens, man. Just like that. They want exposure. So when ETFs, all that is exposure to Wall Street without having to manage it. That's all it is. They don't want to go. You think they want to be looking on TikTok like us, what the next lick is? They don't have to. They're there. They're already there. We're trying to get our retirement. We're trying to figure it out. That's why we got in early. They're there already. That's big money. They're there. We're not there. That's why the institutions are coming in there. That's why you need to share and make sure you're getting in. Because guess what? They're stocking this up for their buddies. Let me tell you something. You think Grayscale, Bitwise, these big BlackRock 16 trillion is coming to some shit that's going to disappear? Something that's going to disappear? Listen, folks, this is early. I started thinking people were late, a little late. But I'm like, no, wait a second. This is early. I was like, yo, this is real early because they're setting up to make their investment. Let me tell you something. This is crazy what it's going. They're going to crash this dollar, man. Let me calm down. Listen, follow the money. Follow what's going on. It's Dcryptofan, man. I just wanted to go into these launches. Like I told you, it's going to launch. It happened. You know what I'm saying? Tammy Lynn sent me that information. I'm going to send you that video. I hope y'all tuned in, man. I like to keep it real, but you think I'm lying? I had a guy at my job say he got $30,000, $40,000. He just waiting for it to hit Fidelity. I have another guy at my job. He took his money and moved $30,000 into Ethereum ETF. $33,000. Showed it to me like this. I was like, wow. I was like, damn. Me personally, I would just go and bought Ethereum myself. I would have got Ethereum on that dip for that 3,800, knowing just at 49. I would have bought that. And Ethereum about to run. No, let me hold my own Ethereum. That's my mentality because I want the high reward. But he's not wrong. He's not wrong for not wanting to deal with not dealing with any of it and then take a small percentage and be safe. He's not wrong with that either. We both have a different look. I'm not mad at that. Tammy says Pro Shares ETF already up on Fidelity. Look at that. That's crazy. Do not sleep. And you guys understand, Pro Shares is European. That's Europe. Pro Shares come from Europe. So think about it. Understand that. Pro Shares come from Europe. In Europe, they believe in XRP. And you don't. XRP is American. You know, XRP is American coin, right? They buying it in Europe, and you sleep on it. They buying it in England. They buying it in Paris, Italy. You know what I'm saying? Europe. Hey, is it that? United Kingdom. United Kingdom is part of Europe, ain't it? Ain't it? Italy, Paris, Paris. Yeah. And you know they're buying it. You know they're buying it. Saudi Arabia. You know that, right? Y'all know Saudi Arabia. You know that, right? Ooh, you know Saudi Arabia, right? Oh, you didn't know that. You know South Africa. You know I reported y'all about South Africa, right? And you know they've been in Korea way South Korea way back. Oh my God. You know, in South Korea, they use, oh, you know Venezuela? You know Venezuela? You know Venezuela, right? You know they use XRP in Venezuela. Constar. Venezuela. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know South Korea? Oh, you didn't know South Africa? Oh, that's called global. Oh, let me tell you. One thing money don't care about. Money don't care about religion, race, or culture. Money, listen, money don't give a damn about race, culture, or religion. All right? That's why it moves like that. Do not sleep. Follow the money, y'all. Everybody's watching. Y'all better stop watching the price. What you should be doing is be lucky you have time to slowly buy and not throw a big load at it. You should be lucky that you can take your time and buy. While they're taking the time to be buying, at least you could. That's why you don't have to throw your whole check at it. You could buy some this week, next week. So you understand, you can go to your exchange and let's say all you could afford is $10 a week. Put your $10 a week. If you can afford $1 a day, put your $1 a day. If you can afford $100 a day, put $100 a day. You can do what you can afford to lose at. You can go on the exchange and set it to take money every day, take money every week, every 2 weeks, once a month. You can set it to where it takes out your checking account this time. You can do it on Uphold. You could do it on crypto.com. You could do it on most exchanges. You could do that. You don't have to throw everything at it. You know what I'm saying? Learn to have discipline and invest. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses that, oh, I don't have enough. Man, you got $10, man. You got $20. Stop that, man. I know some, come on, man. Stop it. I know some of y'all wear designer, man. You can't be in here. Let me tell you, some of you ladies, I know if y'all got Gucci purses, Louis Vuitton purses, shame on you for not owning any crypto. And gentlemen, if you got yourself some fly loafers, you got crazy stuff on there, nice watch stuff. Listen, man, shame on you, man. You can't be at this age and not investing in yourself. Listen, man, invest in yourself. Please have some discipline, invest in yourself. Stop making excuses. You ain't got to throw something at it, but start something. Straight up. I don't want to hear no excuses. It don't have to be crypto. They got ETFs. You go do like my boy there. Go throw your money on that. It's insured. You don't have to watch it. Let them do the work for you. But you need to invest, man. That's the only way we're going to retire. Sticking to this little rigmarole, that 9 to 5, everything, even longer, 9 to 6. And I just got to 9 to 6, maybe like when I got promoted, like literally almost like 2 years ago. But before that, man, I was working 10-hour shifts, man. I ain't gonna hold you. And I'm 51. I've been working 10-hour shifts for the last 30 years. 26 years. Don't let me cap. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you know what they want me to retire at? I'm 51. They want me to retire at 67. And some of these cats is talking about pushing it to 70. My mother died at 70. You want me to work to where my mom died at, man? My dad died at 77. So me to work. Come on, man. Nah, man. I need this. I need this in the worst way. Even with my 401k and the way I set up, this crypto thing don't work. I still got to work to where I'm 60. I've been working since 15. Now you understand. I look at, I ain't gonna make it to that. My body can't make it to that. I ain't gonna lie to you. As much as I want to, look how gray I am right now. How many black men you know that's gray like this at 51? Huh? This don't look like black don't crack, motherfucker. This is a rough 51, y'all. This look like 51 as much grays. Y'all better relax yourself. This is gonna be my way out, okay? Freak y'all talking about. Y'all wow. Listen, my friends is 51. Listen, they look a lot younger than me. All right. Listen, man. I grind it out. I've been working since 15. Y'all better slow it down. All right. I'm getting out this way. I'm gonna study this thing. I'm gonna know this thing at the back of my hand. That's why I could tell you what it is. Why do you think I could tell you what everything does? I study this thing. I study more and more. I got so much money invested. I'm scared as shit to lose my money. Sorry. Scared as hell to lose my money. So I study. Because it's my only way out. All right? Play if y'all want to. Okay. Make sure y'all hit a share. Make sure you like, man. I hope y'all had a great evening, man. This is a great night. But I hope y'all understand what Solana does. Understand what XRP does. Understand what ISO 2022 does. Understand what ETFs are. Yo, I hope we dropped a lot of knowledge tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you, man. Let me get it. I want to get a consensus out here. If you feeling like this is your only way to retire and your only way out, put a 100 in the comment. I want to see if y'all with me. Put a 100 in the comment. Let me see who before I leave. I want to see who's trying to retire out this game 100. 100, just think 100. 100. Wow, these 100s going fast. 100, I can't even get y'all names. Oh, y'all feeling me? 1,000. Yo, it's going so fast. You say I get names. Let me tell you, 100. Y'all with me, man? Scooby-Doo 100. I just saw Scooby-Doo James 100. Let me tell you, man. All right, I ain't the only one. I saw the 100. I'll be honest with you. This is our only way. Unless you're going to be a freaking fool. Talking about, one of these days I'm going to win the lotto. You wait for the lotto. This is the lotto. J1. Let me tell you, them 100s is wilding right now. Y'all with me, man. All 81 of y'all put 100 in here, man. Y'all know this don't way out for us. Let me tell you, all 80 of us in here. Look, 100, 100, 100. Look at these 100s. There's so many 100s. 100. This is the only way out. What you gonna do? I ain't trying to stay at that job, man. Listen, man. I promise you. That's why I study, and I study hard. I'm telling you right now, 1,000, 1,000. Everybody feeling me, man. Ain't that crazy? Y'all, I guarantee you, we from all over the world. Look at these 100s all over the world. Another check I want to do. Let me know where you at. I want to see. Let me know where you at. All right. Let me know where you live at. Beside the 100, let me know where you from. What city you at right now? Where you trying to retire from? Las Vegas. Amateur trying to Las Vegas. Sunny, Pennsylvania. Quebec, Trinidad. No matter where we at, people trying to retire. There's 51 agents. People trying to California, GA, Boston, Miami, Connecticut, England, New Jersey. Look at that. Haiti on fire. Look at that. Queen. Look at Florida, Louisville, Quebec, Canada, Vancouver, Brisbane, Australia, South Dakota, Brisbane, Australia, South Dakota. No matter where you at in the world, look at this. Montreal. We're tired, man. Look at this. Look at where these people are at. We have all one thing, Compton, NY, New Jersey. Let me tell you, this one thing we all have in common. We're tired, man. We ain't supposed to meant to work to 67, man. I've been working for 15. So you're gonna tell me my whole life is gonna be work? Nah, man. And I got grandchildren, NYC. Nah, man, this is the way out. Look at those people. All walks of the face of the earth. And I'm pretty sure we all look different. But one thing we all got in common, man, we gotta wake up tomorrow to go this goddamn shit, man. I don't want to do this, dog. This is the only way out, man. That's why I study this thing. That's one thing we all got in common. We got to go to work tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm freaking, yo. I don't know about y'all, man. I'm exhausted. And the way I've seen this money flip and this thing here, this thing been working, man. I swear to y'all, I'm super up. If I can get a 10x, y'all, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Pray for me, man. Pray for me. I'm praying for y'all, man. But this is the only way. This the wealth transfer is going to happen, and they're trying to quietly sneak it past us. But we got lucky. We got so lucky. You see how quiet they doing? You see how quiet they moving? You know what's crazy, right? Before I get off of this, I'm going to say this one last thing. Before I get off, tell me if I'm lying or tell me this. This is facts. 3 years ago, right? Everybody, every bank, JP Morgan Chase, BlackRock, the president of the United States, everybody was saying crypto was garbage. It was a scheme. It wasn't going to last. Bitcoin was going to go to zero. They say Bitcoin is going to go to zero, right? These big companies, right? And then 3 years later, they're spending billions of dollars on the same thing 3 years ago that said was no good. 3 years ago, go look at every news outlet. Go look on Google. Go look on any search engine you want and see what all these people that are now buying. You know, it's like and I don't want to get into politics, but you ever seen like when they showed the side by side when the people were talking about Trump? Trump is a savage. He's a freaking racist. Then all of a sudden, man, he's my best guy. I love him. I mean, freaking Trump, man. Oh, God, you are my father. You know what I'm saying? Then you see another cat. Trump, he's grabbing women's crotches. He's being such a dirtbag. I would never, ever have lunch with him. Listen, I love this guy. You know, we just went, played some golf and, you know, and I love him. Trump, hey, he can go ahead and grab my mother's butt full. I give a damn. That's Trump, the Trumpster. That's why it's just the same thing they just did. They're like, XRP, love me some XRP, brother. Love me some HBAR. Solana, yeah, Solana was garbage when we ran it down to $13. And when all y'all jumped out, that $220, they didn't even say it's great yet. They bought it all up at 200. And these people are savages. They even shake people out at like 50%. They shook us out at 80, 90%. They're savages. They didn't even say like, yo, we want to leave y'all 10%. They said, no, we want to leave. We want it all. They ran Solana up to $280. And then that's why institutions said, nah, we want in, but we don't want to add in at $280. What you want to in at? $13. No. Yes. No. Yes. We can't do that. But I'll give y'all about 180 billion. What? Wait a second. Wait. Did you say 180 billion? Yes. Rock out. Oh, we're going to dump that bad boy. Yeah. This is what happened. I'm telling you. Look at James. Trump 2024. This is new age, babe. Trump came out. He got a gold mine. Listen, he got a Bitcoin mining company. He got an ETF. He got a token and buy like 3 meme coins. This was the gentleman 3 years ago, 4 years that said it was a Ponzi scheme. BlackRock said it was a Ponzi scheme. And in 2021, they went and get themselves some Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then when you asked him why you said that, he says, I was educated. I just got educated on it. Yeah. While people lost billions of dollars, while people like me and you sold Bitcoin because we thought it was losing out and we jumped out, he laughed at us. He laughed at us. He laughed at me because I kept buying on the dip. But I say West laughed at us because I feel like if he laughing at y'all, he laughing at me too. Because I'm part of society. I just figured it out early. I got lucky. But I feel like he's talking to me too when he says laughing. Like, it's like, how you laughing after you made me sell my shit, man? Sorry, made me sell my coins. You think that's funny? You went you got 16 trillion, bro. You got 16 trillion. Bro, there's people out here that ain't got $200, $1,000 to their name. You got 16 trillion. You made these people sell their Bitcoin. You made them buy the Bitcoin at $1,000. You made them get out of it at freaking $100 and bought it for $100. They bought it at $1,000. You bought it for $900 less than what they bought it from, and they laughed at it. That's what that is. That's why my homeboy, he hate Jamie Dimons. Oh, he hate Jamie Dimons from JP Morgan. Oh, he hate that because them type of things right there. Yeah, they did people like that. And I'm not talking politics. I'm talking about facts about money and how people manipulate it so they could buy it cheaper from you. That has nothing to do with politics because Democrats and Republicans do it and liberals do it. That has to do with financing and investments. That has nothing to do with your votes. All right? Just to let you know. I don't want to get into no politics. That wasn't a politic moment. I was just explaining what's going on. Please, now, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into that because honestly, to be honest with you, Biden was not pushing crypto. I'll be honest with you. Trump turned on the light switch. I'll be honest with you. So, all right, and I voted for Harris, but I'm still not a fool. The man turned on the light switch. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be honest, and I didn't have to say that, but I just wanted to be honest. I'm bipartisan when it comes to my pockets. Freak that. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, this just want to be, you know what I'm saying, on that. But anyway, man, Just wanted to leave on that note, but keep on your eye on these ETFs. Don't sleep what ETFs are about, man. It's the crypto fan. Make sure you hit share. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe, man. I hope you learned something tonight. I just wanted to let y'all know what Solana does. And look at what your coins do. Don't be buying these crypto coins and don't know what it does. There's too much information out here for you not to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. You got all these AI. You got Gemini. You got yourself freaking Series. You got yourself a Chat GPT. You got yourself freaking Alexa. Use your shit, man. Sorry, use your. I don't know why I'm cursing so much. Use your information and get there. This is a clean brand now. We try to keep the cursing clean. You know what I'm saying? It's a very clean brand. I apologize. I don't even know why I'm cursing so much like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, do your studies on the stuff. And if you don't, go on my page and ask these questions. And don't be scared to be asked a question. Like I said, the only dumb question is the question you don't ask. If you don't know some answer, because guess what? When I first started, I didn't know any of this. Not one piece of information. I didn't know what an XRP was. I know what a Doge was. I know what a meme coin was. I didn't know anything about crypto. Somebody had to tell me what to go buy. So when I'm telling you don't go buy just because I did it, I'm telling you don't do the mistakes I did. The reason why I'm telling you because I did it. I did that retarded stuff. You want to be retarded with me? You want to be as retarded as I was and make the mistakes I did at first? Fine, go ahead. If you want to skip the mistakes I did and don't get freaking hit for 54,000, don't buy the raw coins and jumping in and out of coins. And when you jump out, this one goes up, that one goes up, and then they're not pressing sell and leaving $98,000 and not pressing sell, leaving 27. If you want to do that, go ahead. But if you just want to go ahead and learn some regular information and learn from my mistakes, you know what I'm saying? A wise man learns from another stupid person's mistake. Or a wise woman learns from a stupid person's mistakes. So if you want to learn from my stupid mistakes, you're welcome to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being somebody on YouTube that's just telling you to buy it, and you don't know when to buy it, when to jump off of it, why you buying it, don't know when to press sell, don't know when to press buy. You're just doing stuff, just random, doing stuff just because like, oh, today it's feeling windy today. I'm going to buy some XRP. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What the freak? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Or John said to buy XRP, or Sheila, she said to buy XRP, or Michelle says, oh, guess what? Baby, she'll get yourself some HBAR. Like, no, don't do that, man. Don't do that. That ain't gonna work out well for you. Know what you're investing in and understand it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's Dcryptofan. Just wanted to get on that. But today's great news. Don't watch the price. I know you're watching the price point so much, but remember, there's still more ETFs that got to come out. Listen, you're laying down the foundation to press go. All right? Believe me, this is a lot of great stuff that's going on. It's like you're watching a house go up, or really a mansion. We've been watching this mansion go up, and this mansion is almost done. Just relax, y'all. It's coming. All right, make sure you hit a like, make sure you subscribe. It's Dcryptofan, man. And you can look at my page. You see the manipulation. And remember, you can go on YouTube. I'll have this playing tomorrow. You see all the episodes that we played. You'll probably hear your name on the YouTube. But if you want to go on my YouTube, it's Dcryptofan. If you don't want to write in Dcryptofan, just go in the middle of my page, tap that link, it'll bring you right to the YouTube page, and you can watch all the lives that we do, because I replayed them, so you can watch the whole hour and a half. And then you can watch the ones that we did 2 hours that we said we are gonna do 45 minutes on. Yeah, y'all got me on this. Y'all got me doing 2-hour lives, man. Yeah, they only were like 45 minutes. I didn't even know that. And it takes forever. And what happens is that I gotta go to work to download them 2-hour ones that we do. Sometimes I can't even download. I have to go to work. That's why I gotta keep them short to like an hour and 45 minutes. That's why I say I gotta slow down the episode, because it's taking too long to download. You know what I'm saying? What are my 3 favorites? That's tough, man. But if you're talking about ISO coins, my 3 favorite ISO coins would have to be XRP, ADA, XLM, and then HBAR 2, man. I haven't put a 4th in there. My favorite meme coins would be Doge, SHIB, Pepe, and Pengu. SHIB, with Doge, SHIB, Pepe, Bunk, and Pengu. Yeah. Then if my main coins that be the most safest coins, that I say the safest coins for somebody who doesn't want to, who's thinking long term and thinking safe and blue chips. Like if you want to be blue chip and don't really deal with high volatility, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then I'm pretty soon gonna move Solana in. Not yet, but I almost want to put Solana in with Bitcoin and Ethereum as far as long-term steady plays. Probably won't get the big bang for your buck, but probably more realistic, probably more chances of long-term getting more bang for your buck. That's what I would do. And BNBs, man, BNB is there, man. It's a heavy house too. BNB is steady. The BNB is steady. It's just BNB is I think BNB came out, I want to say 2021, 2020. Was it 19 or 20? So, BNB is just not man, BNB might be right in there with Solana on them too, man, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to hold you on that. But yeah, but definitely ZBEC is our big honcho, that high risk, high reward, man. And they're starting to look less and less risky. But ZBEC is our probably mid coin that probably has the biggest growth because it's only 325 million. All of the other coins we're talking about are billion-dollar coins. So, it's easier for ZBEC to get to $3 billion than it is for ADA that's at 30 billion to get to 60 billion. You're saying to double ADA Cardano, you have to be at 60 billion. It's easier to get from 300 million to 4 billion. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's easier to get from 300 million to 4 billion than it is to get from 30 billion to 60 billion. You understand? So that's why it's a higher ROI on ZBEC, but ZBEC's still new, but we're starting to get a little bit more clarification one by one on ZBEC. All right. So I want to get on that, man. But anyway, y'all keep me all night with going that stuff. But y'all got some great questions. But it's Dcryptofan, man. I hope I was able to answer that question, man. I hope I did great for y'all tonight, man. I tried to leave here giving y'all great information and doing great work for the time that I'm on here. And I hope I was able to explain it, because I tried to go as layman terms as possible and really teach y'all, man. So I hope I really taught y'all some good stuff tonight, because I really wanted to get that. I had a problem with the people always putting Solana, XRP, and all these coins against each other. I just wanted to make you guys understand that there's a difference. All right, Jay, you did. Thank you, man. Thank you. I just want to make sure that you guys are learning. I don't want to be sitting here like I'm freaking doing a rant. I'm just ranting on and people ain't learning anything. I just want to make sure you are actually learning and it's sticking to you, and you're actually absorbing the information. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a teacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm a finance director. So I'm trying to get better at explaining this information. You know what I'm saying? Ross the Gator said, "This ain't football." This is crazy, man. Great information. Thank you. And listen, if you didn't get it, come back and we'll go over it again. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no problem. Sometimes you don't catch it, and maybe I didn't hit the analogy that caught you yet. And I'm trying to get better with the analogies, because eventually I want to get paid to teach people. So I want to make sure my analogies stick and hit quick. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that what I'm saying sticks. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could go walk away like, oh, that, duh. Like, I want to make it hit with like, God damn, why did somebody explain to me like that? God damn, bro, say it like that. I had somebody on, the greatest compliment I heard was somebody on YouTube just wrote to me yesterday. And it was a great compliment. It made me feel good, because sometimes this stuff takes a lot of time out of me, because I could be doing, like, I work hard to get promoted, to have the schedule to be free from 6 to on. And now it's like I got a second job, but that's okay. Long story short, that doesn't matter. But the young lady, she said, "I love it that you took the block to blockchain." Like, basically, like I took talking how people talk on the block, and I brought it to blockchain technology. I was like, that was pretty clever how she did that word there. Where she's like, "Yeah, I love that you brought that block talk to blockchain technology." I was like, damn, I should go ahead and try to Woo, 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 woo. Take that, like, yo, that's some bars. That was I like that. That was encouraging. That was very encouraging. That's the point I was trying to make. That was very, very dope. That was some bars. She wrote some bars. That was dope. That was on YouTube. That was dope. But anyway, man, let me get out of it because I'll be here for another 10, 20 minutes, man. Let me go take this stuff off because I'm just straight from work and I want to go take this stuff off, man. But anyway, man, I hope you had a great night, man. We're going to replay this. And if you just tuned in and I went fast, like I said, it'll be on tomorrow morning. You can watch this again tomorrow. You can watch the one we did yesterday, the one we did before on YouTube. All right. Dcryptofan, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and y'all have a safe night, man. Can't just wait to see what's going to happen this week with this ETFs, man. J Peace, Rock. Yes, my brother. All right, Crypto Gang, man. Thank you, man. What time in the morning? I try to download it at 7:30 in the morning. But it should be by 9 because the problem is what happens is when I do this, I cut this top off. You see the top right here? I take all this off. So when I cut that off, that take a while. Then the upload takes a while because I go too long. So, but I definitely put it up. So you should see it up there about 7:30, but definitely be up there through the day before 11 because I have to run the work. I'm just a one-man army yet. I ain't got it to where I got it like that yet, man. So right now, I'm going to be tight with the knowledge, but I'm trying to tighten up to get it on schedule. I'm actually working on a new system that I don't want to talk about because I hate to be one that talks about it and don't deliver. But I'm actually working on it where I can actually share my screen with y'all. But the problem is that I got to get the stream key from TikTok. So I'm trying to get a stream key for TikTok so I can take it to the next level where I'll be able to actually show y'all my screen, and I'll be able to go live on IG. Sorry, I'll be able to go live here, Facebook, show y'all my screen, and I'll be able to go live on IG. Sorry, I'll be able to go live here, Facebook on screen, and then really get live and show y'all what I'm talking about. And, you know, I think it feels be a better illustration if I could show you exactly what I'm reading. Like, basically like this. I want to be able to show y'all, basically like, you know what I'm saying, that I'm looking at this. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading the Canary. I want to be able to show that to y'all. I want to show you go on crypto.com or Bitcoin or Coinbase.com or go on this. And I just want to share the information. You know what I'm saying? I know I put the receipts on there, but I want to put the receipts on live. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all have a great night, man. Dcryptofan. We'll talk mañana, man. All right? What 1 million? What's it? What we had? If we at 1 million dip. Let me tell you, man, keep buying on the dip. You know what I'm saying? Keep buying. Keep doing y'all thing, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. Appreciate y'all.